Hey, what's up guys? I'm making this video on area and perimeter to help you with your online assignment I gave you. If you're watching this and you're not working on this particular homework, all we're going to cover is area and perimeter of different shapes. Okay? Alright, so we're starting off, this first page is pretty easy. We're just talking about finding the area of these different shapes, or mostly rectangles. And it's kind of helping you on this because it's showing you that the area just means how many perfect squares can fit inside. So really, if you were going to be really slow about it, like on this first one, you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 squares. That's the answer. You would be right. But it's way easier to just say there's one here, one here, one here, one here. That's 4 on the top, and 1, 2, 3 on the side. And we know it's length times width, or base times height, so it's just 4 times 3 is 12. I mean, imagine if there was 100 squares. You wouldn't want to count them all, would you? Okay, so let's check this one out. Let's figure out our base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's figure out our height. 1, 2. 7 times 2 equals 14. There's your area. Alright, sorry if you can't see that very well. Okay, 7 times 2 is 14. Alright, we're going to skip around a little bit. Let's try this one because this one's missing some. So, how I want you to solve these is to imagine that this little space right here, imagine it's filled in. Alright, imagine this was a perfect rectangle. Alright, so let's count it. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the top. So if this thing was filled in, if this was colored in, it would be 5 times 10, right? 50. But it's not, is it? It's missing. So we're gonna subtract out the parts it's missing. How many pieces are missing? There's 4 missing here, right? Are there 4 squares missing here? So 50 minus 4 is 46, and I can prove this is 4, right? If this is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. You've got 1, 2, 3 here. This means that this is 2 because 1, 2, 3 and then 1, 2 make 5. So this is 2. This is 2. What's 2 times 2? 4. That's why we subtracted 4 out. 50 minus 4 is 46. So imagine it's whole and then subtract it out. Like, let's do this one. Let's pretend it's filled in. So how tall would it be if it was filled in? Well, this side would have to match this side, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see how long this would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this whole piece, if this was filled in, would be 5 times 6 equals 30. Now let's figure out the missing piece to subtract out. Minus. How tall is this? It's 2, right? 1, 2. So this is 2. And how wide is this? So you've got 1, 2, 3. We know it's 6 long because it has to match this 6. So if this is 3, this has to be 3. All right? So what's 3 times 2? 6. 30 minus 6 is 24. So the answer to this one is 24. And if you wanted to, you could count all the squares and see if they add up to 24. They do. Alright? We'll do one more on this page. Let's try this one. So you know it's the base times the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 times 4 44. Okay? All right. Let's do a couple on this page. Okay, we'll skip this one. It's really easy. All right, let's try this. All right. Actually, yeah, let's try this one first. Let's fill it in. Let's pretend like it's whole. This whole big rectangle would be 6, or this is 4. From here to this invisible part would be 4, and on the bottom from here to here would be 6. So what's 4 times 6? 4 times 6 is 24. Right? 4 times 6. Now we're going to subtract out the missing piece, which is 2 by 2. What's 2 times 2? 4. Subtract it out. So it used to be 24. Imagine this was a birthday cake, and it was 24, and then we ate this piece right here, which was 4 big. So now how much is left? 20. 24 minus 4. So the answer to this one is 20. Let's check this one out. Imagine this was a big birthday cake, right? Someone ate this part, so we have to figure out how much this piece missing is. How much was the piece they ate, okay? So how much was the cake before this was gone? This was a whole rectangle, right? 6 times 4 is 24. How big was this piece, though? It was 2 by 3. What's 2 times 3? 20. Or 6, sorry. All right? So we're going to take this whole piece, 24, subtract out the whole right here. 24 minus 6 is 18. Okay? Not too bad. All right? Try to work these out here at the bottom. Find the area of the shaded region. Well, here's how you do these. So we're going to figure out the area of the whole thing, the whole area, and that's 15 by 20. 15 times 20 is 300 minus this piece. 7 by 7 is 49. So if the whole thing is 300, we subtract out the box, which is 49. We're left with just the shaded region, 251. Okay, you do the same way on these two problems. And remember, all your answers are down at the bottom. All right. I'm going to go kind of fast through these. We're doing the perimeter and the area of a parallelogram. Well, a parallelogram is, for a parallelogram, you do the area, it's the base times the height. Let's go down in here and look. The base is 8. The height is always the little dotted line, okay? Not this. The dotted line is the height. 8 times 4 is 32. So the area is 32. The perimeter, be careful here because this is not a side. That's just a height, okay? On a parallelogram, this matches this. So this is 5. This matches this. This is 8. When we do perimeter, we add them all up. So it's 8, 5, 8, and 5. And that's 26. We don't add the 4. Okay? So that's how you do parallelograms. Go back and rewind if you need to. You just do the base times the height. And lastly, we're going to talk about these triangles. Okay? We'll do triangles. All right? Now, what's cool about a triangle is it's half of a rectangle. If you don't believe me, check this out. So I drew a little triangle right here, right? Well, imagine we can turn this into a rectangle by doing this. Look, then we made a rectangle, right? Okay. So just remember, a triangle is half of a rectangle. How do you do a rectangle area? You just do the base times the height, right? One side times the other. Well, let's check this out. So here's the formula for a triangle area. 1/2 times base times height. It's half times base times height. So let's look at this one. We're going to do half times the base, which is 8, the bottom, times the height, which is 5. 1/2 times 8 times 5 is 20. So that's the answer. All right, let's try one more. Let's go over here. Let's do this right triangle. Half times base times height. So multiply half that times that, and you'll get your answer. All right? Pretty basic. This is stuff you've learned before. But if you have any questions, just email me or ask me in the chat. Okay? Bye.